Hey, Jim Hoffman here for EMS Office Hours. This is the Monday Minutes. Thanks for joining me, guys. Of course, I always encourage you to share these videos with your EMS peers and try to get the word out for these study tips and operational tips that you can use every day in your EMS career. So today we're going to continue on and actually kind of wrap up OB emergencies and talk a little bit about abnormal presentations. You know, when you look down there for crowning and all you might see is an arm or maybe a butt or maybe even a prolapsed cord, right? Before we get into that, guys, I want to, of course, always sort of remind you why this stuff is important, right? It's not just for exams. Sure, it's great key information to help you pass your exams, right? Stuff to kind of ring that bell, remind you of key elements that you have to know to pass an exam, right? The general knowledge of being an EMT or a paramedic, right? But also it's good to build that knowledge, right? To understand that if you watch these videos and there's something that comes across in this short presentation that you don't get, the encouragement is for you to go ahead, open up your textbook, go to a website, look at an app, okay, use something like turbomedic.com, right? And research the stuff you're not quite getting, that you can master that, all right? And this is going to help you not just pass the exams, like I just said, but it's also going to help you make better clinical decisions, fill out your reports more efficiently, more professionally, and you'll have better interaction with other EMS and healthcare professionals like doctors and nurses, okay? So let's get into this, guy. This is a short episode because I'm just going to kind of wrap it up and talk about these abnormal presentations, right? First, talk about multiple births. It's not really an abnormal presentation. Mom usually knows that she's having twins, right? But keep in mind that twins are between, let's say, 1 and 90 live births. You'll have twins, right? But the tricky part is that 40% of those live births might be premature, okay? So keep that in mind. You might have that early pregnancy, the early delivery coming on, and on top of it being early and premature, it's going to be twins, right? And also know that you might have, each infant might have its own placenta, or they might be sharing a placenta. That mom might not know. You might actually not even see it, okay? Just something to kind of keep in mind, okay? If you have one placenta delivered, it might not be for both, babies, right? So keep that in mind. But usually you'll probably be at the hospital before that happens unless you have a very, very long transport time. But just something to keep in mind, okay? And again, key elements to know when you're taking that test, right? That there could be one or two placentas, right? A shared placenta. So what about something like a breech birth? Well, 3 to 4% of deliveries can be breech. But again, premature is when we start having issues where you got more of a 20 to 30% chance of them being a breech birth. So if the head doesn't deliver, let's say within about 3 minutes of the torso delivering, okay, or you see that the infant is trying to breathe and the head is not delivered yet, you're going to have to do that thing you might have heard of and form that V with your fingers, right? You put your gloved hand in there, form that V with your fingers, and try to make sort of a tunnel of air to the newborn's face, okay? Now, if the baby's head doesn't deliver and it's just not happening, right? Transport mom, try to elevate her buttocks, okay? Or even get her knees up. You can get her knees up to the chest position, even doing that, okay? And it's sort of positioning a little bit to try to help maintain that sort of tunnel of air, keep going to the newborn, because the baby's trying to breathe. It thinks it's born, so it's trying to breathe, okay? But if it's pressed up against, the cervix or pressed up against something inside mom, okay, it's not going to be able to breathe. It's going to suffocate. This is why you're doing the whole forming that V with your fingers, okay? Again, guys, very basic stuff here, but these are key things you need to know for those exams, right? Not quite sure what I'm talking about with this V finger thing. Not quite sure what I'm talking about when we talk about breech birth, what that is. That's when the buttocks are delivering before the head, right? The baby's turned around, okay? Open up that textbook, guys, and master this content, okay? All right. Talk about prolapse cord. Okay. Listen, I've been doing EMS for quite a long time. I've never had a prolapse cord, but it does happen. And this is when the cord, okay, the umbilical cord will present first, All right, and what happens is that the cord might get compressed between the newborn and the mother's pelvis. Okay, what that ends up doing is cutting off fetal circulation before delivery of the baby. Okay, so this is, you don't want that circulation getting cut off. Okay, so what you end up having to do, try to go ahead and get a finger in there, maybe 2 fingers, okay, inside mom, okay, inside the vaginal canal, and try to keep the head from pushing down and compressing the cord. Get that compression off of the cord to stop cutting off that circulation. And what you can do, you'll be able to feel or see pulsations in the cord, okay, which is going to help indicate that the blood is still going and the newborn is viable. Okay, now transport mom with this. Okay, try to raise the knees to chest again. Okay, and guys, cover the cord with moist gauze. Okay, you don't want the cord drying out, so cover it with some moist gauze. Okay, but you got to keep reassessing. Is it still pulsating? Okay, during the transport. Okay, this is sort of the type of thing where you are constantly reassessing, mom constantly reassessing that cord. Okay, and getting that patient to the hospital. All right, we're going to talk about one other thing, guys, and that's limb presentation. Okay, not much you can do with this, guys. This requires transport. It requires a C-section. Okay, so mom's gonna know there's gonna be a lot of support from mom. Okay, she's gonna be wondering what's going on. She's gonna sense that something's wrong. Okay, so it's all about transport and supporting mom. Okay, even it might be emotional support as well as just medical support and vital sign monitoring and things like that. Okay, all right. So guys, that's pretty much it for this episode. Don't forget to engage with me on various social media sites. You can hook up with me over on Twitter. I'm on Instagram. Both of those at EMS Safe is my handle there. And you can hook up with me as well on Facebook. And on Facebook, it's at the EMS Professional. It's facebook.com/the EMS Professional. And of course, you can always send me an email, guys. My email is contact@emsofficehours.com. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for me today. I hope you got something out of this session. Again, be sure to share it, guys, with your EMS peers. Leave me some comments below. If you're watching us on YouTube, comment below. If you're watching it on the blog at emsofficehours.com, comment below on the blog as well. And again, go ahead and share it. I love that social media juju, that social media loving. All right, guys, that's it. As always, Jim Hoffman for EMS Office Hours and Monday Minutes. Stay safe.